I have no idea what I'm doing, but I bought this motorbike on Facebook Marketplace for £250. And today we're stripping out as much as we can. When you last saw the bike, it was still pretty dirty, so I did the best I could and cleaned everything up. So the first thing to do is to strip off this wire loom. Now, wires can be extremely intimidating, but with this, I just followed where the wires went and unscrewed or unplugged whatever it was connected to. So it was actually pretty simple. I'm glad I made the decision to strip the bike down like this. I think it's going to make the whole learning experience a lot clearer. And thank you to everyone who has left comments and sent DMs. If I haven't answered, trust me, I have seen them. I just can't reply to all the DMs and I don't want to reply to repeat comments. But I massively appreciate all of you. Now this is where I ran into a little bit of trouble because the indicator lights ran through this frame, but turns out I can just unplug it. It's a nice little easy push in, push out sort of situation. I don't know, but it works for me. With the indicator wires now free, I was able to take this front mount piece off. Now this connector was a massive pain. It was so tightly held together by knows what.
Not budging at all.
But with a bit of muscle and elbow grease, I managed to get it free. I then followed the wires along to the voltage regulator, which didn't go so well because the connecting parts which were attached to the frame snapped. I want to know what you think. With parts like this, is it worth just buying a new one or trying to restore it and make it look pretty again? I don't want to pour loads of money into this build, so if I can keep things, I will. And if I can learn to restore something, even better. With one wire to go, I unscrewed the cover, and I'm glad I did because look how filled with gunk this is. Oh my god. Anyway, this is when I realized the wire sticks out of the cover and I could just unplug it. And just like that, the last wire was disconnected, freeing up the whole wiring loom. This thing is definitely gonna need cleaned as well and possibly retaped, but we'll get to that later. I think the biggest issue I'm gonna have with this build is the frame. It's covered in rust, there's random bits that have been welded on, and it just doesn't look smooth. And because I have zero experience with any of this, it's definitely gonna be my biggest learning curve. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Next up, it's time to clear up the handles, which again was a super easy process. All I had to do was just unscrew both parts and slide it off. Bosh. In a couple of the previous videos, I saw comments that went along the lines of, I wish I could do something like this. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I'm honestly just unscrewing all the nuts and bolts I see, removing wires, and just figuring it out. So if I can do that, you definitely can. And the last thing on my list was to remove the clutch cable, but this blue tape caught my eye, so I unwrapped it. And I'm not quite sure what was underneath, but something similar was on the exhaust when I removed that. So if anyone can tell me what this is and what it's used for, please let me know. We're going to skip the whole segment where I definitely didn't f this up the first time because I didn't look up how to remove a clutch cable, but hey, look at that. The clutch cable is now removed. And then my camera decided to overheat, so that's the last clip I had. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to press that follow button. In the next episode, I'm most likely going to take the engine out so I can then take the wheels off so I can then fix the frame. So if you have any tips or advice for that, be sure to let me know in a DM or a comment.